Good afternoon, students. Today we can discuss some of the problems related to both dot product and what is that? Cross product. Okay, students, see one model. So that is problem number 95. So a particle of mass 80 units is moving with a uniform speed of 4 root 2 meter per second. So mass of the particle given 80 and moving with a speed of 4 root 2 units. V is equal to 4 into root 2 units. Okay, students, and moving units in xy plane along the line y is equal to x plus 5. So along the line y is equal to x plus 5. The magnitude of linear momentum of the particle about the origin is. The question mark is magnitude of linear momentum of the particle. So sorry, question mark is magnitude of angular momentum of the particle. Means we have to find. So what is this? L bar we have to find. This is called angular momentum. The magnitude of the angular momentum of the particle about the origin. So we have to find the angular momentum. So that is also from the origin. Okay, students, question mark is L bar. Okay. So now draw the graph of y is equal to x plus 5. Since the particle is following this line path. Okay. A particle of mass 80 units moving with the speed of 4 root 2 units in the xy plane. It is moving. It is moving in the xy plane. Particle is moving in xy plane. It is moving in xy plane is given. And along the line, what is that? The line is given y is equal to x plus 5. And along this line it is moving. So y is equal to x plus 5. Line equation I want to find it now. Y is equal to x plus 5. So line equation. So I want to find now. Okay, students. Okay. So y is equal to x plus 5 line equation. So I will draw. See, students. Take two mutually perpendicular axes. Two axes mutually perpendicular to each other, you take it. So x and y are the two mutually perpendicular axes. So y is equal to x plus 5. That's the equation given. Okay, students. Now so take if y is equal to 0. See, students, if y is equal to 0, so then what will you get, students? Y is equal to 0. So put y is equal to 0 here. So then 0 is equal to x plus 5 we are getting. So then 0 is equal to x plus 5. That implies x is equal to minus 5. Okay, students. And similarly, take x is equal to 0. Okay, students, y0, x is minus 5. So means what is the coordinate I got it? See, students, minus 5 comma 0. So this is x value. X value is minus 5. Then corresponding y value 0. Similarly, if x is 0. X value you are writing 0. If x is 0, then what will you get, students? Y is equal to 5 you will get. X value 0, y value 5. Then again what will you get? 0 comma 5 you will get. Okay, students, 0 comma 5. This is one coordinate and this is the another coordinate. Okay. So minus 5 comma 0 and 0 comma 5. So then what will happen, you see, students? So I will look at the line equation. That is xy plane I have taken. Okay, in that plane x is 0. So this is origin 0 comma 0 we know. So x is 0, y value 5. So means y value 5 units I am taking here. Okay. So from here to here y value 5. So on the y-axis x coordinate 0. So this is the point 0 comma 5. So 5 units. And similarly again next one is what, see students, x value minus 5, then y value 0. So this is 0. You will have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 this side. Minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5 here. So you will have here x value minus 5, x value minus 5, then y value 0. This is the point. Okay. So then in this line equation the particle is moving in this line. So I am joining these 2 points. Okay. So this is the line equation, y is equal to x plus 5. Give different values for x, you will get different values of y. For each every value of x, you will get a value of y. Then plot a graph. So the particle is moving along this line. With mass of that particle is 80 units and its velocity is, so 4 root 2 is the velocity. So this is the velocity direction. So now you take mass into velocity. Okay, you will get the momentum direction, linear momentum. Okay, we have the mass of the particle 80 units. So mass of the particle is 80 units and velocity of the particle is 4 root 2. So then you will get linear momentum. So m into v you will get linear momentum value, you will get m into v. Okay students. So now what will happen, see, we want angular momentum about the origin. So find the angular momentum about the origin. Question mark is, this is the origin. About the origin I want angular momentum. Okay students. So we need to find angular momentum. So angular momentum about the origin we want. So question mark is angular momentum. So about angular momentum about origin O. Okay students, about the origin. So angular momentum about the origin we have to find. Okay, then drop a perpendicular. So angular momentum means, what's the formula students? So angular momentum is r bar cross p bar. So here angular momentum of the particle we have to find. Angular momentum of the, what is that students? Angular momentum of the particle we have to find about the origin. Okay. And see students, angular momentum means it is r bar plus p bar. So then r bar plus p bar is equal to, what can you write? R p sin theta you can write. R bar plus p bar is equal to r p sin theta into its direction. I want only magnitude. So that is something, some uncap will be there. Then magnitude of angular momentum means we can have L. That L value is equal to, what can write students? L value is equal to R P sin theta. So L is equal to R P sin theta you will get. And here you know that here theta is the, so what is that? Angle between, here theta is the angle between r bar and p bar. So see students, the particle is moving in this direction. This is the velocity of the particle. Mass into velocity we get the linear momentum. So this is the direction of linear momentum. Okay. So linear momentum I got it. And about the angular momentum about this point I want. Means from this point our line is at what perpendicular distance you see. Okay, it is at what perpendicular distance you check it. This is called Okay, I'm just dropping r perpendicular. I want to write here. This is called r perpendicular. So I'm dropping a perpendicular from the origin to this line. Okay, students. Then this is called r bar vector and this is called p bar vector. Angle between them I am taking 90. So means from this origin I want angular momentum from this origin. Angular momentum about which point I want from the origin. From this point linear velocity is at what distance you see. That distance also I am taking the perpendicular distance. So then this is called our r bar. You can call r bar also. This r bar is at what perpendicular distance from the line you are checking. Then L is equal to, you will get r into p. And here theta is equal to 90 degrees. Theta is 90. Then we will get sin 90 degrees value. So 1 I am taking. So then you will get L is equal to r into p. So p value mv. So L is equal to, you will get mvr. So L value you are getting mvr. Okay students, now mass is 80 units. You are writing the mass value as it is. Mass is 80 units. You are writing mass as it is. And velocity you are writing 4 root 2. So velocity you are writing 4 root 2. Okay students, velocity you are writing 4 root 2. And the radius means you are writing the perpendicular distance. So this perpendicular distance I want. See, this is 5 units you know, and this is also 5 units you know. Okay students, this is 5 and this is also 5. This is also 5. Okay students, and this is the 90 degrees you know. So for this big triangle, this is how many degrees angle? This is 45 degrees angle you know. And so we know this is a 45 degrees angle and this is also 45 degrees angle. So here 45, here 45, okay, and this is 90 degrees you know. This is 90 degrees, okay students, and rest of this angle is also 45 you know. So this is 45 degrees. So big triangle is also, okay, the big triangle is an right angle isosceles triangle and small triangle also right angle isosceles triangle. Okay students, this is 90 degrees, this is the so what is its value? 5 units. Then this value we will get in this right angle triangle. You know the hypotenuse line, calculate this r value. So you will get that r is equal to, so that is called r. You will get that r value is equal to r sin 45 degrees. R sin 45 degrees you will get. Okay students. This otherwise it is a right angled isosceles triangle. So we have a right angled isosceles triangle. Okay, fine students, we have a right angled isosceles triangle. Ratios of right angled isosceles triangle we know. See, so right angled isosceles triangle. So right angled isosceles triangle we have, that is 1:1:2 root 2. So the ratios of the right angled isosceles triangle is equal to 1:1:root 2. This is 5 units. So that is 5 units means hypotenuse. If the hypotenuse length is root 2x is equal to 5, and then this is any one of the equal side. This is r. This will be also r. Okay. Then that x is equal to, you will get 5 by root 2. So that x here I am taking as r. Okay. Otherwise, you know students, we know this is 5 units. We know this length is 5 units. This is the 45 degrees. I want opposite side. Opposite side means I want r. So to get the r, what I am doing with these students, I am taking sin 45 degrees. So sin 45 degrees. Sin 45 degrees is equal to opposite side r by hypotenuse you take, that is 5. Then r is equal to, so you will get 5 sin 45 degrees. Then r is equal to 5 into sin 45 degrees value 1 by root 2. Then r value you are getting 5 by root 2. Okay students. Otherwise this is called r value. So here you will get r value is equal to 5 sin 45 degrees. So that is called 5 by root 2. Otherwise the side opposite to 90 degrees is 5 and that length will be root 2 into x. So okay, fine students. So if one side length is x, another side length is x, then another side length will be root 2 into x in the right angled isosceles triangle. So you are getting x is equal to 5 by root 2 you are getting, or r is equal to 5 by root 2. Okay, 5 sin 45. Then what you write? 80 into, so 4 root 2 into 5 into sin 45 degrees value 1 by root 2. Root 2 gets cancelled. Then 80 into 20. So then what is the value? You will get the value is 1600 units. So then the value of angular momentum L is equal to 1600 units you are getting. Okay students, now we can see the important points of dot product and cross product. Okay students, so see, dot product is also called scalar product, because the dot product of two vectors gives the dot product of two vectors gives a scalar. Okay, so here see students, I am taking here scalar product, here I am taking scalar product, and here I am taking vector product. Okay students, so now I am taking A and B are the two vectors. Okay students, A and B are two vectors. So A bar is a vector and B bar is another vector, and the angle between them is theta. The angle between the two vectors is theta. Then how does the scalar product define, you see students? So A bar dot D bar. So this is, we will read it as dot. That's why it is also called scalar product, or okay, what will you call? Dot product. Dot product or scalar product you will call. So A bar dot B bar is equal to first vector magnitude A into second vector magnitude B into, so cosine angle, cosine angle between the two vectors you have to take theta. So that is A bar dot B bar is equal to A B cos theta. So this is the what is that? Dot product. For the same vectors, cross product, how it is defined, see students? Vector product, or it is also called, what is that? Vector product, or another name is, what is that? Cross product. So vector product you can call, or you can also call cross product. Okay students, vector product or cross product you can call. Okay, now what will you write, you see students? So A bar cross B bar is equal to another vectors. Okay, you will get a vector only. A bar cross B bar is equal to magnitude of first vector into magnitude of second vector into, so what you write? Sine angle between them. So sin theta. A bar cross B bar is equal to, so AB sin theta into, so what you write? N cap. Means it will be a vector only. So whenever you are doing the cross, A bar cross B bar, is equal to, you will get another vector c bar. So then that c bar, how will you write that? C bar is equal to first vector magnitude into second vector magnitude into, okay students, first vector magnitude into second vector magnitude into, so it is defined as sine angle of incidence between them. The same theta only, but sine angle of sine of incident angle we have to take, that is AB sine theta, and this will be the resultant of this is a vector, c bar. It will have a particular direction, that is in the direction of c bar. That c bar will have a direction, so that c cap you can write it. Here this AB sin theta is called, what do you know students? AB sin theta is called magnitude of the A bar plus B bar. So AB sin theta is called modulus of A bar plus B bar. Modulus means, so what is the name of modulus of A bar plus B bar? Modulus of A bar plus B bar means, what is that? Magnitude. So that is called magnitude of the A and B vectors. This is the magnitude of A and B vectors. That is called modulus of A bar plus B bar. Okay students, now A bar dot B bar is equal to, so we have taken like this. For example, A is a vector I have given to you. A bar is a vector and its magnitude is some 5 units I gave. Okay, so the magnitude of A is 5 units and the magnitude of B is some 6 units, and the angle between them I have given some what is that? Some 30 degrees I have given. So then, so A magnitude of the vector is given. A is some vector. Okay, so its magnitude I gave. Here also its magnitude I gave. Then angle also I gave. Then write it AB cos theta. How will you get students? AB cos theta you will get A value 5, B value 6, and cos angle between them. So cos 30 degrees value is equal to root 3 by 2. So then with the 2's it gets cancelled. So you will get 15 root 3 units you will get. Okay, that is called A bar dot B bar. So A bar dot B bar is equal to 15 root 3 units. Similarly, if I ask you A bar plus B bar magnitude, so magnitude means A bar plus B bar is equal to AB sin theta. Magnitude of the A and B vectors, that is AB sin theta, you have to find your students. So A I gave for you, A value I gave how much? 5 units, and B value how much I gave? 6 units, and the angle between them is 30. Sin 30 value you write it 1 by 2. Then with 2 3's it gets cancelled. 3 5's are, so you will get 15 units is the answer for what is that? So that is for formulas and direct magnitudes and angles are given. So this is our way of calculating the dot product and cross product. Okay students, now see, so what do we have written here? See students, A bar cross B bar is equal to AB sin theta into n cap. This is our formula. Okay, and you take the commutative law here. So commutative law is obeyed. Okay, that is A bar dot B bar is same as that of B bar dot A bar. Means if you take this is called commutative law. This is called, what is this? Commutative law. Okay. So commutative law is obeyed for dot product. So commutative law will be obeyed here, and the A bar plus B bar if you take. So what is that? A bar cross B bar if you take, which is not equal to, so what is that? B bar cross A bar. So means commutative law does not obey here. Okay students, so what is the law I am taking? So commutative law commutative law in the dot product, it will be obeyed. A bar dot B bar is equal to B bar dot A bar, and here commutative law is not obeyed. So it is not in commutative in nature. Cross product is not commutative in nature, but dot product is commutative in nature. Okay, and the next one is distributive law. So next one is distributive law. So what is the distributive law, students? Distributive law for the sum of the vectors. So that is in dot product we are checking the distributive law. Okay students, that is what A bar dot B bar plus C bar. Okay students, A bar dot B bar plus C bar is same as that of A bar dot B bar plus B bar dot C bar plus B bar dot C bar. Means B plus C, two vectors you add it, then take the dot with A bar. Otherwise you take the dot of A dot B plus B dot C, you check it, both will be. So distributive law is obeyed here. This distributive law will be obeyed, and here distributive law is what you see students. A bar is one vector, A bar cross B bar plus C bar. So is same as that of what is that? A bar plus B bar plus A bar plus C bar. So this property is obeyed here, or distributive law is obeyed here. Okay students, but commutative law, commutative dot product is commutative in nature, and vector product is not commutative in nature. Okay students, and A bar plus B bar is not equal to B bar plus A bar. But see students, A bar plus B bar can be is equal to, so B bar plus A bar. So but A bar plus B bar is not equal to B bar plus A bar, I have written. It will be equal if you put a minus sign here. So it will be equal if you put a minus sign there. So that is A bar plus B bar equal to minus of B bar plus A bar. Okay students. So that is about properties of dot product and cross product. Okay students. And next one you see students. What is the next one you see students? And we have written here A bar dot B bar. What do I have written here? AB cos theta I have written. So this AB cos theta. So AB cos theta is equal to, what is that? A bar dot B bar. Okay students. Now I will write. So B cos theta, if I make it subject, B cos theta if I make it subject, then I will get A bar dot B bar by A I will get. Similarly, A cos theta if I make a subject, A cos theta if I make a subject, then what I will get? A bar dot B bar by, so B I will get. Okay students. So this is means here B cos theta is the, what is that? This B cos theta is the component of B bar. Okay, we know that B bar will have two components. This is the B bar value. If I consider this is the x axis and this is the y axis, this is theta, adjacent side axis, you will get here B cos theta and you will get here B sin theta. That's why B cos theta is the component of vector B bar in the direction of A bar. Okay students, if they ask you find the component of vector B bar is a vector, you know. B bar is a vector. Its component is what, do you know students? B cos theta. That B cos theta is along which direction students? This B cos theta is in the direction of A bar. Okay, that's why B cos theta is equal to A bar dot B bar by A. You know A bar dot B bar is a scalar. By A is also a scalar. That's why B cos theta is a scalar quantity. And so here you know the name of B cos theta. And next what I am writing, you see students, B cos theta into, so I am writing if it is in the direction of A bar. Actually this is a scalar. This value we will get some value only, some number we will get. Okay, to make it a vector, you should multiply with a cap. So to make it a vector, you should multiply that with a cap. So b cos theta means what will you write? A bar dot b bar by a. Okay, and it is in the direction of a bar. Its unit vector is a cap. A cap you can write it as what do you know? A bar by a you can write. So a cap you can write a bar by a. Then a bar dot b bar by a into a, you will get a square, and into what will you get, students? A bar. Okay, students. So this is called vector component of b bar in the direction of a bar. This is only component. So this is only component. Okay, students, like this we can calculate. And next is, students, b bar is a vector, you know. So now find the b bar, component of b bar perpendicular to a bar. So finding the component of b bar component is what is this? B sin theta. So this b sin theta is perpendicular to whom, you know? A. This is he is asking. Instead of to calculate this b sin theta, what the thing we are doing, you see, students. So to find the component, this b sin theta we want to know. We have a so to find the perpendicular component of b bar, perpendicular component of b bar, so that is called b sin theta. So b sin theta, how do I get? From the b bar vector. Okay, so we have a magnitude of b, and from this b you subtract b cos theta. You subtract, what is that? B cos theta you subtract. Okay, students. So b cos theta means how much you write? This. Okay, then you will get b sin theta only. This is the original vector b, its magnitude you have, and you are subtracting b cos theta, then you will get b sin theta. And okay, students, and otherwise you can do like this also. See, find the vector component. So what is that? Vector component of b bar which is perpendicular to a bar. So vector component of b bar means original vector is b bar, and so this is I am subtracting. What is that I am subtracting? I am subtracting b cos theta into, so what I am writing? B cos theta into a cap I am writing. So you can write b bar minus b cos theta into a cap, that is this one. So that is what is that, students? A bar dot b bar by a square into what you write, students? A bar. Okay, like this we can calculate.